In his presentation, the Minister of Finance explained that the country is where it is at the moment due to a series of poor economic policies over the years, adding that the cost of living has spiked as the result of inflation.
In agriculture, if we need to stabilize the economy, two things need to happen. Inflation needs to be tackled. The governor of Central Bank has said what is being done. He has announced his targets for inflation, and the fact that inflation targeting will be a key element of the strategy, which is right because they're in charge of the targets of monetary policy. But in addition to that, when you look at inflation, a large element is food inflation. In fact, food inflation accounts for 33% of the consumer price index. So when you attack food production, raise food production, you bring down the price of food, you bring down inflation, you get a chance to bring down interest rates, and there lies the road to investment.
For the Minister of Budget and National Planning, Atiku Bagudu says the current economic challenges faced is being looked into with a strategic plan to resolve the challenge.
This challenge does not come unanticipated. We reckon with global challenges that are impacting us domestically, and we reckon with the transitional nature of some of the measures that we have taken. And we know that they will have some impacts. But there are compensatory mechanisms. One of it is to support domestic production, particularly one that we are most familiar with, 36 states of Nigeria plus FCT. Agricultural production is a major component, and as well as other activities for which infrastructure, for which funding has been generously provided in the budget.
The CBN governor says, though the high cost of living still remains a concern, he assured that the Central Bank of Nigeria is working assiduously to bring lasting solution to bring down inflation to 21.4% through improved agricultural productivity.
We are aware that the twin challenges of inflation and exchange rate depreciation on our economy are daunting. However, they are not insurmountable. Monetary policy actions are sometimes inhibited by transmission lags. Nonetheless, it is expected that the policy measures implemented by the bank will permeate the economy in the short to medium term.
Just 1 more minute, sir.
Inflation pressures may persist, albeit temporarily, but are expected to moderate significantly by the fourth quarter of 2024. Exchange rate pressures are also expected to reduce with a smooth functioning of foreign exchange market. We are committed to implementing policies that will ensure a stable macroeconomic environment and guarantee improved livelihoods for all Nigerians.
On his part, the executive chairman of Federal Inland Revenue Service, Zacch Adedeji, allays fears that the federal government is planning to increase tax. He says the service is re-strategizing on ways that will yield positive results for the economy.
We have the target for this year, based on the approved budget, to collect 19.2 trillion, which is 7.2 trillion more than what we actually collected this year. And given this economic condition and with the promise of Mr. President that we are not going to introduce additional tax, we are not going to increase any tax, considering the situation and welfare of our people, that what we need to do is to re-strategize within to make sure that we bring more people into tax net. So without increasing the tax rate, that will be able to meet the targets.
In his response to the financial expert, the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Benjamin Kalu, says it is imperative to recognize the urgency and importance of the agenda before it. He says they must confront the stark reality of economic, fiscal and revenue challenges that the country is currently facing.
We must adopt to address the multifaceted challenges that confront us. Through synergy, we can align our strategies, consolidate our efforts, and amplify the impact of our initiatives. In the face of global economic shift and domestic challenges, it is clear that robust reform measures are not just beneficial but imperative. We are at a pivotal moment where the decisions we make and the policies we implement will impact the lives of millions of Nigerians. The reform we envisage should not only address the immediate needs, but also lay a foundation that is resilient with a dynamic framework that can adapt to future challenges and opportunities.
The sectoral debate is expected to continue on Wednesday when other areas of the economy will be discussed. Kike Lomo Okeri, Global Television News.